Hi guys, welcome back to another one of my videos. In today's video, we are doing something so fun. I've kind of been filming this video for a long ass time and I lost the footage from when I filmed this previously, so refilm 2 months later. For today's video, I will be reading the highest and lowest rated books on my physical TBR. These books are like the complete, totally different genre from each other. And the lowest rated book on this in my physical TBR might shock some people because it shocked me. I mean, when on Goodreads this had a 3.85 rating because this is a very popular book by a very popular author. The lowest book on my physical TBR is People We Meet on Vacation by Emily Henry, which I think is crazy. I think this is like such a fan favorite book on Book Talk. But then again, I do have like so many like hyped up Book Talk, booktube-ish books on my physical TBR that it is kind of hard to compete with some of them. So totally understandable. This is like a friends to lovers slow burn romance book, and I'm kind of very excited to read it. And then completely switching the vibe from this friends to lovers romance fluffiness to the highest rated book on my physical TBR, and that is Crooked Kingdom by Leah Bardugo. This book is the sequel to The Six of Crows, so my expectations are really high for this book given that this is the highest rated book on my physical TBR. I'm kind of honestly really bracing myself for this book on the way that Six of Crows ended, so I'm just gonna get right into the video. So next time you see me, I will be reading People We Meet on Vacation by Emily Henry. I've just finished reading 4th chapter of this book. Yeah, I'm on chapter 5. And I can already tell that this book isn't going to be a bad book. Like, obviously, it's Miss Emily Henry. It's basically this girl, Poppy. She's like a travel not influencer, but like she travels and like blogs about it. And her best friend Alex used to go on these trips with her, but they've had some like falling out that I don't know about yet because I'm only 4 chapters in. But it's like dual timeline, like with them being like 12 years ago and this summer, like 12 summers ago and this summer now. I'm liking it so far. I'm only this far. I'm on page 41. That was just like a little update I wanted to give. Okay, so right now I'm like 45% through People We Meet on Vacation, and I just wanted to like give a little like kind of halfway point mark in where I am in the book and how I'm feeling. In the past timelines, we see how like their friendship has grown throughout every summer vacation they took, but like there's always been some like tension between them, which they are keep talking about like this Croatia trip, which it obviously is the trip that their friendship like kind of fell out on, because in the present it takes place 2 years after their friendship fell out, after something went wrong on the said Croatia trip, because they keep bringing it up and I can't wait until I figure out what happened. I kind of like have a sense on what happened on the trip, but I don't know. Poppy is feeling like lost and kind of burnt out with her job. She decides to text Alex and ask him if he wants to go on one last summer trip to Palm Springs. But like despite the awkwardness, like I feel like their rhythm is coming back from not being friends for 2 years, and I honestly like feel like I can relate to like the friendship breakup and trying to come back to each other, and it feel like it did when you guys were friends still, and trying to like rekindle that relationship. I know it's kind of hard, but I feel like they're doing it really well and really maturely, but they haven't talked about why they stopped being friends. So I'm like, you guys have been together for days and you haven't talked about why you stopped being friends in the first place and why we haven't talked to each other in literally 2 years, which is kind of crazy. But hey, the literal tension between Alex and Poppy is kind of killing me, because you guys, like, I kind of like knowing what I kind of know what happened on the Croatia trip. It's like, come on. Like, they're clearly in love. I literally just want them to talk to each other. I just want them to talk to each other. Like, please start talking, please talk to each other. But I'm really liking it. So, and I'm actually reading a book, guys. I haven't read a book in so long, so like I'm kind of getting out of my reading slump. So I'm happy about that. So yay! See you guys later. Okay, I'm on page 272, but I'm loving this book. I just got to the part where they, you know, they, that. I'm really liking this book. I am reading it slower because like I'm currently getting out of a book slump. I feel like with this trip, Poppy is trying to make this, like, she's trying to make this trip feel like the trips they've had before, but it's just not panning out the way she wants it to. I still haven't gotten to the Croatia trip. Like, the two are very clearly very in love with each other, but are dancing around that. In my head right now, I feel like I'm gonna give this book like a 4.5 or 4 stars. Yeah. Currently reading I Love Alex Nielsen. Love. I say this about every book boyfriend, but maybe top book boyfriend ever. Not ever. He's up like top 5 maybe. Okay, so I just finished People with Me on Vacation, but I honestly really loved this book. I gave it a 4.5 stars. It is a higher rating than Beach Read, and unpopular opinion it might be, but I do like People Meet on Vacation better than Beach Read. And usually, I don't know if I said this before, but I'm not a really big friends to lovers lover, but I really did like this. Like the friends to lover, I feel like you have so much more history, and it's kind of like so much more is on the line because you have so much history with that person, that it gives like a different kind of tension to it. Alex, perfect book boyfriend in a realistic world, not like fantasy high stakes horror, like in a like realistic world. Alex Nelson, everyone. Perfect boyfriend. He's so soft, he's patient, he's steady, and he knows how to set boundaries, and I love how Poppy follows those boundaries. Like, I love it. And Poppy, honestly, like her realness like was real. Like her inner thoughts on how like she was trying to like find herself, and she didn't feel whole with what she was doing in life, like her career and like her search for meaning in life, because throughout the whole book she was kind of like burnt out with her job, and that's why this whole book like ensued. And then both of them not knowing what's wrong with them because they're so in love with each other that both of them had to get therapy. Wow, that's cinema. That's cinema. Just one tiny little wish that I wish was in this book is that we saw a little bit more of them being a couple, or like them in the future being a couple, because I feel like the epilogue, it gave me something, but it didn't give me what I really wanted. But I do say that about almost every romance book, so that could just be me. I don't know. But does anyone else feel that way, like at the end of the book where they're not like together, like, but they're just getting tension, they're like starting to like each other throughout the whole book, and we're getting like those cute little scenes with them not actually together, but at the end I want to see them together. Like, give me like 2-3 chapters of them actually knowing that they like each other and want to be with each other, and you know, them seeing them together. Are you catching my drift? Overall, loved it. Emotional, kind of chaotic. But now it's on to my next book, which is, anyway, I had the perfect bookmark for this, and I'm actually so confused on where it is. But now my next book is Cricket Kingdom. Oh! Who the hell is Red Venko? Don't lose me already, please. Please. I'm currently like 100 pages in, and I'm thoroughly like entertained right now. It's so much more of a different experience because this is the second book and I'm already like in tune with the characters and know all of the characters. I have a couple of questions. How does Nina have more than one power? Like, I need to look that up. I love spoiling things for myself. I do. I don't want to spoil it for others, but for me, I need to spoil it. But I am 100 pages in, chapter 7. This book is big, but they're currently on this like rescue mission right now, and they're literally like, it's the night of the rescue right now, so I'm really excited to see what's about to happen. I'm thoroughly entertained. But I just wanted to give a little update of where I am in the book, because this book is long and I felt like I hadn't talked to the camera about this book in a long time. So it's taken me a little bit to get through this book. I have read a book in between. Okay, I'm roughly like 40%, and I have been reading this book for a minute, but I'm on chapter 13. The Canej crumbs I'm getting in this book, I'm eating them up. This last chapter, it was a cast chapter. I would come for you. I would come for you, and if I couldn't walk, I would crawl to you. Guys, I really do wish that, you know, you can't blame Cass, like his childhood, his upbringing, the way he was raised. Can't blame him for the way he acts, or like he can't, I don't know, accept love anyone. But I really do wish he could. I really do wish that he could. I'm gonna name a chapter, and I am 187 pages in. Yeah. Anytime I read any like semi big book, I would classify this as a big book. Every time I read for even like an hour, I feel like I've made 1% dent in it. I would read it for so long, I'm like, I probably just got through a big chunk of this book. No, I got through probably 3%. I just got to a scene of this book where I had to write "oh my god" in it. And I only do that when I'm seriously gagged. When I was reading this chapter, I was like, because Kaz and Inej. I need Kaz to go to therapy. I know like that's probably the last thing that would ever happen in this universe is Kaz Brecker going to therapy. But oh my god, does this boy need therapy? There's nothing else to say but therapy. But guys, I feel like it's really about to start picking up. I'm on chapter 27 on page 368. Oh my god, this scene happened with Jesper and Kawhi. Oh my god, guys. I don't want to spoil, but what? See you with the next update. Okay, I'm like 77%. Things are about to pick up. Did I say that in the last one? I feel like majority of this book has been scheming, plotting, and a lot of the characters' backstories, which I'm enjoying seeing all of the characters' backstories and their upbringing and why they are the way that they are. The betrayal in this book be throwing me off. But yeah, I'm like 77% and I'm on page 434. In these last couple of days I've been reading a lot. Kaz Brecker, the mastermind that you are. This has me gagged. I'm gagged and gooped and gagged and gooped and gagged and gooped. I just read chapter 33. Chapter 33. When you think all is failed, not when Kaz Brecker is scheming. I literally was reading, I had to stand up. I was like this. Literally. Alright, I look a mess. What? What? Ain't no way I just read what I read. He bought her a boat and found her parents. I have one chapter left. Kaz Brecker and Inej. Oh my god. Guys, I'm about to start crying. They love each other so much. Oh my god. The fact that this is like the end, and like that's all we got, but we have to appreciate the little things, right? Just finished. 5 stars. Okay, I have officially finished reading both of the books. And now we're gonna talk about Cricket Kingdom. And honestly, having to leave this world and these characters behind. Oh god. I know there's more books set in this universe, but it's not about these characters, and I need that. Like, the found family dynamic. Thinking about the ending, because I just finished this book yesterday, it's still fresh in my mind, like, the ending and everything that was happening and how action-packed it was. It, through, like, some of the majority of the book, it was mostly, like, planning and scheming, and, like, there was some action, like, sprinkled in there. But mostly this book was like heavy in backstory of a lot of the characters. But the friendship and the loyalty dynamic in this book, the sacrifices they had for each other. The ending of this book, I don't know, my thoughts are kind of all over the place right now. But the ending of this book almost made me cry. Like, he bought her a boat and found her parents. Like, and then, is my tie straight? Kaz Brekker is the mastermind of, I don't know if I've read books with either smarter or up to par characters with Kaz Brekker, but the way he is such a mastermind and plans everything to the T, like, he plans every single plan step to step. He doesn't forget anything, he doesn't leave anything out, and somehow they always just go how they're supposed to. And let's get back to Kaz and Inej, okay? Let's get back to Kaz and Inej. Their relationship is so special because it's not about romance, or not just about romance. It's about them both kind of understanding each other's trauma in a way. Like, Kaz is such like a silent and like closed off lover in a sense. So when he does like let his guard down a smidge for Inej, it just makes it so much better, and it makes the little things he does for Inej like so much more powerful. Because that's why, like, if you never read this book before, you're like, oh, he bought her a boat, like, okay. But, like, if you read the book and you know Kaz does not do shit like that, like, you could feel how much he actually loves her without him ever having to say the actual words. If you ever go into these books thinking that you're gonna get a ton of romance, don't go in there thinking like that, okay? Like, I could read 10 more books about these characters and be satisfied to eat it up every time. So overall, this experiment was really fun, and it kind of proved that ratings don't always tell the whole story. Basically, this lowest rated book ended up being one of my faves, and the highest rated book lived up to this hype and more, literally more. But that's it for today's video, guys. Let me know down in the comments if you agree with any of my reviews, any of my opinions about both of these beautiful books, and maybe tell me what are your lowest and highest rated books in your TBR. It was fun. It took me very long, guys. Now that we're at the end of the video, I started filming this video in June. I'm currently filming this outro right now on September 6th. Yeah, I be wanting to do reading vlogs and reading videos like that, but I am not the fastest reader. This took me 3-4 months. But my air is coming on right now, guys, and it's kind of loud. But once again, guys, thank you for watching this video. If you like to leave a thumbs up, comment, share, subscribe, all the fun YouTube things, and I'll see you guys in my next video.